Hi, and welcome to this week's episode of Ask Leah. This week's question comes from someone who works in a government department that is undergoing a restructure at the moment. Now, it's not giving the game away sharing that bit of context because across my government department clients at the moment, pretty much all of them are going through restructures at the moment. But this person reached out to me and they said, "Oh, Leah, we've got two teams being merged together and I can see the reason why. It does make sense. We do some similar work. However, we approach it from a different point of view. We apply a different lens to our decision making and we're being merged and brought together, and I'm a bit worried about the dynamics and how it's going to go. Any suggestions on what we should do?" Absolutely, I've got some suggestions on what you should do, and that involves getting both teams together for a team planning day, a team clarity day, to actually hash out some of these questions. Don't leave it to chance and hope it all sorts itself out. Address the elephant, get people in a room and tackle questions like, so what is our purpose as a team? What is our shared purpose? And approach this conversation with curiosity. Learn more about each other. So when you're making decisions, traditionally, what lens have you looked through? And then your group can share, well, traditionally, when we're making decisions, this is the lens we look through. Okay, with both of those things in mind and looking at what your purpose is now and what you're here for, how do we make decisions? What work do we do now? And what work don't we do? What is even our shared purpose? Are we clear on that? If there's a conflict between these two approaches of doing things, which has the higher rank now? And not rank in terms of one being better than the other, but given the new shared purpose, the way you made decisions in the past is going to change. Yes, it's still a consideration, but now the primary concern is something else. How are you going to work together? If you do have a disagreement, how do you work through that? And I would just acknowledge that you're all good people, all well-intentioned people who want the best for this team and the department. You all really care. So unite behind that shared purpose, get really clear about what it is that you're here for now, acknowledge the differences that have existed in the past without it being a you're right and I'm wrong, just different. And how do we make it work now? Have this open dialogue, make some agreements on the day, make some commitments to each other, and this is not a set and forget. Expect there to be some bumps as you sort this out and start working together. But if you start off with creating some expectations and then check in on that along the way, you have such a better chance of creating a positive culture where you're functioning well, creating that by design rather than just hoping it works out by default. I hope that helps you out. If you have a communication, leadership, tricky people stuff problem that you would like me to share some ideas and advice on, send it through. I'm so happy to answer them. It's great that I've had quite a number of questions come through over the last few weeks and I'm working my way through those now, but I will always add more to my list. So I look forward to hearing from you and I'll see you again next week. Cheers.